I call all dogs doggos.
I like the term pupper. Just
I call them puppers too.
I call them a day.
I like the term canine Americans.
That got me.
All inclusive.
Oh, don't record.
Does anyone else's nose itch a lot when they're on Zoom?
No. Okay, welcome to What's Up With? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Try again. Hello. What's up with? ...
Question mark.
Question mark.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to What's Up With... ...
Question mark.
Yeah.
It's not ... It's dun.
Welcome, everyone, to What's Up With...
Dun. Question mark.
Yeah.
There you go.
As you can see, today's episode is a little different than usual. We are all joined by our better looking others. We have Austin's wife, Ashley, Garrett's wife, Heidi, and my wife, Kayla.
And today, we are going to get roasted by our wives. This episode of Ridiculous Thoughts with What's Up With... Dun, question mark.
Yeah.
We may have made a mistake by inviting them on. Not because of that, but because of what we told them we're going to do. Today's Ridiculous 5 is going to be done by them, and what we had them do was each pick out 5 ridiculous, idiotic, stupid, whatever they want to call it, things that their spouses, us 3, do. So
We had to narrow it down to just 5.
it was hard for you to come up with 5. I would just like to point that
I
out,
would
which
like to
made
say
me
that
feel
I
a little
actually
bit better
came up
about
with
myself.
7, but you told me I couldn't do 2 of them. So
I was stuck at 4 for a while. So.
I was stuck at 2, but then they just started flowing tonight.
Oh yeah, well right now, I literally just thought of 13 for you.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
was
sorry.
me.
Perfect.
That's not true. Ashley, let's hear your number 5.
Okay. This is probably the most annoying thing on my list, so I thought I'd start off with it. Every time I say I need to go to the bathroom, I'll be right back. Austin always like, have a good poop. And he says it so long. It doesn't matter where we are or who's around. Could be like anybody. And it's very embarrassing. So I feel like I should just stop telling you when I need to go to the bathroom.
That's just encouragement. That's what a relationship.
Okay, but I very rarely, it's usually just number 1. And then I'm just like,
No, but regardless, I want you just to enjoy yourself.
no, you don't. You want to embarrass me.
Yeah, that's true.
She probably never enjoyed herself because her children probably are in there with her.
That's true.
That's true.
Or they're screaming at the door to let them in.
My number 5 for Garrett would be riling the dogs up when he comes home, because I'm in the bedroom watching my show, and he comes in, riles the dogs up, and is like, all right, bye, and just leaves me with the spassy dogs.
I thought you said
Intended.
riding the dogs up.
I
like
did too,
he
actually.
would ride the dogs in from coming inside, and then the riling made more sense. So
I had this image of Garrett just like riding into your house on
That's a
And-
tough battle.
weird thing to do.
all I could think about was that poor dog.
My number 5 for stuff is lately, and by lately, ever since Frozen 2 came out, he randomly bursts out singing Into the Unknown, just randomly. Like I'll be on the phone talking to someone, I'll be sending a video message to someone, or just doing something in general, and all I'll hear is Into the Unknown in the background, really high pitched and screechy.
Do that at work.
He does that at work too.
I can believe it.
My number 2 is something that happened more in the past, but it was something that Austin and Seth used to do. And that was to lie to me about really dumb things and nice news about them so I would believe them. Like, okay, so we were at Dairy Queen one time and they were super serious and said, did you know if you don't want to pay for polarized sunglasses, you can just pee on your sunglasses and it will polarize your sunglasses? And I was like, no, but they convinced me it was true. So
did you do that though?
no, I didn't do that. But
The key is to start throwing out a bunch of words that sound scientific that aren't.
and you just would do that to me all the time, and I'd be like, really? And you'd be like, no.
No.
My number 2 is that Garrett is a Vikings fan, but he's convinced I'm a Vikings fan, even though I'm obviously a Packer fan. And I don't understand where this you're a Vikings fan. Say it.
But you
All
keep
Vikings
thinking
fans are
Vikings.
I don't know where that comes from.
Whoa. We don't need to group them all into one. It's only about 99% of them. There's probably a smart one out there.
He's like he's just got a blind hope, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, what else is he supposed to have?
But not a Super Bowl.
Garrett. My second one involves, I don't know if it involves Garrett, but it also involves Austin. I don't know if you've ever done this with them, Garrett. Sometimes when we're out hanging out, walking around, Seth and Austin have done this a lot, where they do this little walk called lefting. Garrett, have you lefted with them?
No, I have not.
We actually just
Um,
taught him about lefting the other day.
Where they I don't even know how to describe it.
Austin could put in a
Bad
little.
lefts, and they
circus
just
and
use their
do-
left foot. So they're like hopping, like weird.
It's not a gallop,
Well,
it's
here,
a march.
demonstrate.
You do it to the tone. It's like left, 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 right, left. Except instead of left, right, left, 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 left. It's a march.
Yep.
The walk of power.
It's true.
It's pretty dumb.
So Garrett's the smartest one out of all of you three. Is that what you're saying?
No, we did learn though. We tried switching it to writing.
Writing, that was
And it's
hard.
really hard to do it with the right foot.
My third one, it's not something that is annoying all the time, but it was a one-time event. And I don't think I've ever been so mad in my life. So when the mama checkout lane in Austin has the most silent but deadly fart that has ever existed. It was so smelly. And the line is full of people. And he says, "Oh, Ashley, what did you do?" And everyone was looking at me. And I forgot about that until we made this list. And I got mad all over again.
Oh my god!
Oh man,
I would have killed you.
I would have dumped you for that. Gee,
How long had you guys been dating?
3 days.
Oh, no. It had to be a while because if it was right away, I would have like reconsidered my life choice. It's very embarrassing.
Oh man,
One.
that is glorious. I have never been more proud to call you my friend.
Oh,
Thank you.
No.
All right, my number 3 is that Garrett has to have the thermostat turned down to at least 65 is the highest he'll go in the winter. So I come in, if I get home before him, I turn the thermostat up to like 68 or 70. And then he comes home, "Ah, it's too hot in here." I'm like, it's 68 degrees and it's 20 degrees outside. Well, it's not hot. And he goes, "Yeah, it is." So he goes and turns it back down.
That's awful. How do you live like that?
The reason I do the thermostat is because I like sitting with a blanket on. So when it's cooler, you're not sweating. And I like it cooler when I sleep, so then I'm not sweating while I sleep.
He also has the ceiling fan on when he sleeps too. So he has the ceiling fan and the thermostat to 65 degrees
Yeah.
or lower.
I am a generally warm person, but 64 is pretty low.
Thank you. Thank you.
You always are in bro tanks. Isn't that good enough for you? Keep it a little warmer. It's very bro tank. You're not wearing one tonight, but
No, just a t-shirt.
Did you?
But it's thin. It's a thin t-shirt.
No, the story she wants to tell is the night that she almost killed me.
Because of the thermostat.
Why?
I came to bed, or I woke up in the middle of the night and I was hot, so I just went and I thought I turned it a little bit. I turned it a little farther.
55?
Yeah, she went to the bathroom and it was like the door got closed in there, so it was ice cold in the bathroom.
Mhm.
And then she checked the thermostat and it was like 55 or lower.
Yeah.
So I got screamed at about 3 a.m.
yeah, you deserved it. 3 a.m. is a hard time to walk on ice cold flooring. My third one.
It was
Sometimes
right next to you.
Beth likes to do this thing. It's really annoying. Sometimes he just randomly does it, and sometimes he just comes up behind you.
What are you doing?
I'm just playing with the table. And does this. He has like this weird witch's cackle where he makes a really creepy face,
Yeah.
and he just cackle. And sometimes he just likes to go up behind you and do it, and it's the dumbest thing ever. And it's always startles me a lot, and I really just don't like it. I don't want you to demonstrate it because you'll wake up our son.
Everyone.
We need a demonstration.
I thought I did it quiet.
Like freaked out.
My bad.
My number 4. This is another event. Actually, the rest of mine are events. This was our first Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
Austin Fordham gave me a pound of ground beef for Valentine's Day.
I remember this.
It sounds really lame and really weird thing to buy your girlfriend for Valentine's Day, but it was actually really sweet because it was from Invader Zim, which I was a fan of at the time.
She told me about an episode of Invader Zim where they gave each other meat just as gifts or whatever
For Valentine's
for
Day.
Valentine's
It's
Day.
romantic.
They gave each other meat, and so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use that. Just to be fun.
And I'm sure everyone thought you were really weird, but
I got
was
you
like,
an actual Valentine's Day gift as well, but I also got you a pound of beef,
More than a pound of beef? What else do you need?
which you left in your
Nothing.
car to get rotten.
Oh.
because I was like 15 years old and not responsible. And I gave you like 10 fake mustaches.
You did. You gave me a bunch of fake mustaches.
So
So, pound of beef, 10 fake mustaches.
true love.
I'm coming to you guys for gift advice from now on.
We are very thoughtful gift givers.
My number 4 is Garrett eating a ghost pepper.
I thought about adding that.
Now, Garrett, that was stupid. Why would you do that?
Yeah, why?
Dumb
From the
idiot.
person who doesn't like buffalo sauce, which is not spicy, you ate a ghost pepper like a champ.
You don't like
And
I
then
didn't feel like a champ.
You,
that
yeah, I know
night.
he didn't feel like a champ.
What's wrong
But-
with you?
Gal, you probably woke up at like 3 a.m. moaning on your bathroom floor too, like an idiot.
Yep.
It woke me up.
Me too.
But Winston checked on him before I did, so Winston won that night.
Man's true best friend.
I didn't check on stuff that night. I had Tatum. She was crying. Every time he moaned, she woke up.
I didn't know you were eating the pepper that night. I just was asleep when you got home. And I just hear like moaning. I'm like,
Mine
someone
hit
broke
me-
in and stabbed him. Like, that's where my mind went. I thought someone was stabbing you.
Like after I threw up, I was sitting there like rocking back and
Mhm.
forth.
I came in, he was rocking back and forth. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Drenched in sweat. I touched his back of his forehead, and he was cold. He was shaking. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
That was the weirdest part was when
Like-
I'm when all of a sudden I felt freezing cold, but I'm dripping in sweat. I'm like,
Yeah,
"What? I'm dying. I am actually dying right now."
I made him take his temperature. 'Cause I'm like, what is happening to you?
It was actually like under.
Yeah, it was like 96. I'm like, well, you're fine, I guess.
Oh.
You don't look fine, but your temp's fine, so you're fine.
You just go sit in your freezing cold house. That's what you do.
Yeah. Matching your thermostat, Garrett.
Yeah.
My fourth, you have to demonstrate. Sometimes Seth likes to come up with weird dance moves, and so he
Like
said
what?
to demonstrate. Well, the one that you would always do at weddings all the time is that weird swan thing, where you're like going like this with your arm, and then also
It's not weird.
I get it.
It's glorious.
So I call it his swan dance, and then he also does this other dance called the pterodactyl, where he looks like a pterodactyl, and so he has to demonstrate it.
Ready? 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 You gotta do the pterodactyl. Ready? 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 You gotta do it.
Swan
The
dance.
pterodactyl is for Gavin.
The pterodactyl, you're literally just like flapping your arms in your head, and
Actually-
the swan, you're like
Yeah, Kayla, go ahead.
wiggling your whole body.
Actually, the pterodactyl kind of hurts because it's very violent.
Fifth one.
Yep.
Another story for you. I think everyone's probably heard this story before, but I thought it was worth repeating. So one day when you were at work, you texted me and you were like, "Did you buy something from Amazon?" And I was like, "No, I never buy things from Amazon at the time." And you were like, "Well, there's like a $20 charge on our Amazon account." So you're like, "Oh my gosh, someone must have hacked us because we never buy stuff from Amazon." So I go to the bank and I'm talking to a teller and I'm like, "We have this charge." And while I'm talking to her, Austin calls me to tell me he accidentally bought a bar of lead from Amazon. And then I have to tell the bank teller my husband bought a bar of lead and he somehow forgot. So
Why did you buy a bar of lead?
I was looking to see how much cheaper it would be to make my own jig heads rather than buy them. So I was looking to see what the cost of lead was, and for some reason in my settings it must have been set up for like one tap purchase or one tap buying or whatever, because I never added that to my cart at all. And then it was apparently I purchased it.
I got Ellie ready for the day. I'm to the bank. I'm telling the teller, and then you buy bar lead. I don't know.
So did you make your own jig heads?
No, I canceled the order.
It never came.
And it hadn't shipped yet, so. But yeah, that was a good one.
Block of lead.
Just
$20.
like a 1 pound bar for 17 something.
17.
Yeah.
I'm sure shipping would be a lot on a bar of lead. That has to be pretty heavy.
That was
Uh,
after
Like you
shipping,
work
so
out with
total
Amazon
cost.
Prime.
Well, a pound of lead probably weighs about a pound.
Probably weighs exactly a pound.
I don't know. I don't know my metals.
I feel like a pound of gold would also weigh a pound.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I'm really late. I've been taking care of 3 kids all day. I'm really dumb.
I thought
So-
you were doing that on purpose. I was gonna
So
go
Ash-
with it.
So Ashley, what weighs more, a pound of rocks or a pound of feathers?
This is why I believed that if you peed on your sunglasses, it would polarize them.
So what are that? Heidi's last one?
Yeah, you're gonna love this.
Great.
Why is
So, Seth already knows this story because I ranted to him about it at work a month ago, maybe. For those who don't know, my husband is a very picky eater.
yeah, understatement.
What?
Yeah, I know. Believe me, it was an adjustment. It still is an adjustment after 7.5 years. Well, my husband doesn't like stir fry. You're probably asking yourself, everyone likes stir fry.
I've never
Actually,
had
that's
it.
a statement.
Yeah, statement question, you know,
I've never had it.
it's fine. Well, I texted my husband and I said, hey, I'm going to make stir fry tonight. His reply, I don't like stir fry. I said, I'm going to put chicken in it. His response, I will try it. I had high hopes. I'm like, yes, he will try something I cook. It's going to be great. So I get home, make the stir fry, put my sauce in it. I'm like, Garrett, come try it. Takes one small bite, probably about that size, of the chicken and goes, I don't like it.
So Garrett is your toddler.
Yeah. He's not 25, he's 5. I've come to find out. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't like it? And your response was,
I don't like the sauce.
louder for the people in the back, Garrett.
I didn't like the sauce.
Mhm.
Garrett, I don't know if you can use that argument anymore because in our last video, which you guys should all go back and watch, when we did the shots of all the different condiments, almost every single one of them, after you did it, you were like, that wasn't that bad.
But that was both your parents said that.
Yeah.
Because both her parents watched the video and they're like, how's he so picky? He did fine in that video.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
So basically, after our last video, you have no excuses. You have to try things now.
You didn't try the rice because you don't like rice.
Who doesn't like rice?
This human does not like rice. Even tried the baby corn cobs. The baby corn cobs. He likes corn. That's one of the only vegetables he'll eat. He didn't even try the baby corn cobs.
Poor Heidi.
Why did you marry that?
That.
Thank goodness my sister-in-law, Grace, is not picky. Shout out, Grace.
Where are we at? Kayla's last one?
My last one. My last one. We all know this about Seth, and we all have learned to struggle with it. And it has rubbed off
It's
on
not.
all of our lives. It has
It's contagious.
touched us each in one way or another. Yes, it is contagious. His speaking issues. I had demonstrated one tonight when I couldn't say whatever I was trying to say. But he will just start talking. Like he'll say something like, hey, we should go. What he'll try to say is, hey, we should go watch like Elf on TV. What I hear is, hey, we should go TV. And then I have to look at him like, what? But I'm slowly learning to decipher it. I used to be pretty good at, what is it called? See, I can't even do it now.
Talking.
Not talking. Yeah, talking. That's not what I meant, though. Small talk. I used to be good at small talk and not like cringe anytime I saw someone at the store at the idea of chatting with them for a little bit. But now I just get tongue-tied. I trip over my words, and I know all of us do the same thing because of this guy right here, because of him. So now I hate small talk. But no, has he had that on your guys' videos yet? Where
No,
you can't talk?
Yeah.
I like how you're always like, oh, and then you say it right. Like you're always like, oh, poop or something.
It's like he has to reset. He has to reset his body, and then his mind resets.
Yes.
Like, where, shut up, Seth.
Yeah, that.
Or words. He just randomly says words when
I
he
haven't
fumbles
heard
it.
him do that one. yet.
Words.
Yeah.
I haven't heard him yell words in a while. But
It's first of all, it's not contagious.
It's contagious.
It's contagious.
It's
you.
no. It happens to literally everyone. It's just since you guys make such a big deal about a condition that I have, which rude, it has been blown out of proportion with all of you guys now. So when it happens, you go, yeah.
No,
That was a great Matt impression.
Nobody does this.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for tuning in for this special edition of Ridiculous 5 with What's Up with Dun 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 question mark.
yeah.
What are you doing? You
I
throw
thought
it at
you
the
guys-
camera.
Oh,
Throw it at the camera.
here, let me try. Wait, I'll try again. Pretend this is a hat. There. It's not underwear, it's a shirt.
Stay tuned for the whatever. This is gonna be Kayla for the rest of the video.
A piece of chicken nugget.
That doesn't do anything annoying. Ever.